Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. If you are new here, my name is Aris, and if you're not new here, welcome back, I guess, and thank you very much for clicking my video again. And today I am your online BFF for today. I know it sounds cringe, but yeah. Okay, so I have this topic that I want to talk about. It's about confidence, alright? Because being a confident girl, being a confident boy, it's what we need to take. It's what we need to shape us into, alright? Okay, so it is time to get confident, alright? My love, you were never meant to shrink, okay? Because let's get something straight to the point. Because you were never meant to shrink. That's what I told you. Because to make other people comfortable, you were never meant to dim your light, so others don't feel insecure about you. Okay, and you were definitely not meant to question your worth every single time you walk into the room. Don't. No, that's not it. It is time to fix that, alright? Because it is time to get confident, alright, my love? Not the fake kind, not the loud kind, but the kind that makes people feel you, alright? So, because let's be honest first, right now, there are moments where you hesitate, okay? And you overthink what you're going to say. You replay conversations in your head. You worry about how you're being perceived, and you call that personality? I don't think so. Okay, but it is not. That is not personality. It is insecurity wearing a mask. And today, you're taking that mask off. Alright, we're gonna take it out. Confidence is not something you wait for. It's not something you are born with. Also, it is something you practice. Okay? And right now, your habits are either building it or destroying it. Every time you shrink your voice, you reinforce doubt. Every time you say sorry for existing, you teach people you are small. Okay? Every time you second guess yourself, you train your mind to trust fear more than yourself. And that is exactly why you feel stuck in the loop where you doesn't feel confident enough. Okay, but here's what no one tells you. Alright? Here's what no one tells you. Okay, so confidence is not about being perfect. Okay, it's not about being perfect. It is about being emboldened by imperfections. Okay, it is knowing that even if you messed up, you're still that person. Even if you're not the smartest in the room, you still belong in the room. Okay? And even if your voice shakes sometimes when you speak, you still speak. Alright? That is confidence. Not arrogance, not ego, just self-trust. Okay? Okay, you need to understand something deeply about this. The way you treat yourself teaches others how to treat you. That's the thing. That's where all the topics about loving yourself is so important. Like the way you treat yourself is so important. If you hesitate, they doubt you, obviously. If you shrink, they overlook, obviously. If you over explain, they undervalue you. But when you move with certainty, that, not with perfections, but certainty, everything change. People start adjusting to you, okay? Not the other way around, okay? So start small first, okay? I want you to rebuild yourself. Start small. You speak slower, make an eye contact. Stop apologizing for things that don't require apology. Stop asking for permission to exist confidently. Confidence is not loud at first, and I know that. It is quiet discipline. It is quiet discipline. It's an inner respect to yourself, alright? And it is choosing yourself in the small moments until it becomes your identity. So, and the truth is, you already know how to do it. You've just been practicing the opposite. Like, there will be moments, you need to break through this barrier that you set to yourself, that the mindset you have, which is shrinking yourself. You need to break through it. There will be a moment where your old self tries to come back, and I get that. The overthinking version of you, yes, the insecure version, the version that seeks validations before actions, and in that moment you choose. That's why it depending on you. And I wanted to cover more about this topic in my next video, in my upcoming videos, because actually I have created a lot of draft videos, there's a compilations, there's a collections of videos that I shoot, and actually I am answering the questions which some of my viewers ask in the comments. I do answer it, but it will take some time, maybe 2 weeks afterwards, because I usually take an earlier video footage. So if you're watching this video might be prepared like 2 weeks ago. Yeah. Alright, so yes, that's why I wanted to cover about this thing, like how can you make yourself consistently choosing yourself. I wanted to explain more about this, okay? So you know that there's a moment that you feel insecure and all. Yes, that's the reason that you need to master the cycle, break through the cycle, and this topic I'm gonna cover it in the upcoming videos. So you choose. That's why it depends on you. You need to choose. Do you want to go back to being a small, or do you step forward into who you are becoming? It depends on you. The answer depends within you. So you are the one that in charge. You are the one that make the choice. So don't complain if the results doesn't turn as what you want, okay? Because confidence is not a feeling. It is a decisions repeated daily that you keep consistently choosing that, okay? And let me tell you something, okay? The world responds differently to people who carry themselves differently. Is it lagging? Oh, it's not. Okay. I thought it's lagging. Alright. Not okay. Where did I stop? Okay, where did I stop? Yes. Okay, I'm talking about the world treated us differently. Oh yes. Is it? I think yes, it is. Alright. So we need to know that how we carry ourselves, it's how the society and the people surrounding us will respond. So not because they are better, but because they believe that the confident people, they believe that they are allowed to exist fully. So you need to believe in yourself. That's it. Alright? You don't need to be the most talented. You don't need to be the most experienced, You don't need to be the loudest in the room, so extrovert and all. Okay. Okay, just now the video has paused, so I need to take another video. Alright. Okay, continue. I'm gonna continue. Alright. So remember that you don't need to be talented. You don't need to be the most experienced or extrovert, loudest in the room, you know. You just need to stop abandoning yourself. Like, every time life gets uncomfortable, you need to stop abandoning yourself. Because the moment you stop shrinking, people start noticing. Not because you have changed, but because you finally show up as yourself. Confidence is not becoming someone new sometimes. It is removing everything, okay, that told you that you weren't enough. Okay, it is unlearning the doubt, unlearning fear, unlearning the need to be like. Okay. And underneath all of that, there you are, you know, it's like an apologetic, clear, grounded, present. That is your natural state. So from this moment on, stop asking if you're enough. Start acting like you already are. Not because you feel it yet, but because you decided starting now. Confidence is not something you find, right? It is something you return to. And my loves, it is time to come home to yourself, right? I think that's all from me, and hope you guys have a glorious day ahead. And thank you so much for watching until the end. Alright, so that's all. Bye bye.